To see now?
Yeah, better. Nice. You've become lean. Good. You're much leaner now. Your cheeks are gone and you don't have
Yeah, I always, this one I remember well. You said this is the first one which tells, even my son used to say here, and especially at the abs.
abs.
So abs have become absolutely flat. And then if you look from the sidewards, basically, if you look from the front, okay, because of my broad shoulders, probably he says it may not be. But when you look from the sidewards, I can see a significant, okay, it's clearly visible also in the almost 10% weight reduction.
Yeah, great. That's nice. Anyways, good. And welcome now. We are just starting this Freedom Finisher, a kind of a Hall of Fame, right? I'm just putting people who have already come to a certain level of getting out of psoriasis, right? And I'm putting all these people together, at least that the people get encouraged and start doing this rather than going the other way of allopathic way and getting suffering from there. We have a process here, and it works much better here. So in that perspective, and I just want to get this out to the people. So thanks for helping, Vasant. Thanks for coming on at least, and for everyone. And I'm going to put this Vasant on the YouTube also, right, for the other people. So it's on my channel, and I'll share this amongst the community, the people who have not joined also, or people who are in the community are not coming and starting also, for them also, right? Your first video has helped a lot. A lot of people have started coming looking to your first video, and I hope this video also will help a lot of people to take the next step towards them, right? And this is I just want to introduce you, right? Vasant had joined about 3.5 months, about
exactly. I would say it's 3.5 months, because it was the program started middle of March, but I think it's going to be 4 months. I think March 10th was the first introductory call, which I attended. Usually looking at the Facebook, I attended the introductory call. And then the process took 3 to 4 days. And then from March 15th, I started the program, almost 3.5 months.
So it's about April, May, June, just about 3.5 months. And you've seen significant results with what we can understand, what we've been talking about. And I just want to record this for the other peoples to take it, and just want to understand his feeling towards the program, and how could he contribute to the community also, and how could he contribute to the other people who are there out still not taking any actions on their psoriasis and still getting doubting about something or the other here and there. And what made him to come into this, how did he go through this, and what does he feel now, and apart from psoriasis, what all has happened, right? So it's just about not psoriasis what we do the program here. It's just about the full transformation which we intend to do and get into people when they come into this program. So just to start with, congratulations, Vasant. At least whatever achievements you have got on psoriasis, on your overall health, overall mindset, and overall freedom lifestyle which you wanted. What we also trying to tend to bring and inculcate and tell people to take it, and what you are trying to, and you have achieved that. Congratulations on that. I could hear a lot of positiveness. I can see you now quite lean, thin. I've got your photograph. I got your photograph on my website also, but that is different than what I'm seeing now, right? Because of your hairstyle, I could recognize. Otherwise, this is all your cheeks are gone, your double chin is gone. That's one part of the psoriasis program, the Freedom from Psoriasis program. But apart from that, yes, now the first thing, how did you get to know about this program, Vasant? And why did you make this decision to join this program? Just the basic, very few questions which you'll go through. But the first thing
answer this question. Yeah. Actually, I had this problem since 2018 August. So almost close to 3 years it's going to be. So I have been trying. I didn't right from the beginning somehow or other, because being a science student, I Google and then check for details. And then I know that what sort of a condition it is. It's a condition basically. And then it's not a disease which many people perceive it as. It's basically a condition. And then how do you address that condition? And then you need to have a sustainable and long-lasting effects. Then that only can help us manage this condition better. So right from the beginning, only during the diagnosis stage, I went to an allopathic doctor. After that, in that sense, I had not been. And I have been trying few Ayurvedic creams, and I have been trying with homeopathic tablets. That's what I have been trying till February, March 2021, almost 2.5 years, more than 2.5 years. And then about this program, I came to know through Facebook, basically. Suddenly, I think sometimes what happens is you start searching for certain things automatically, even whether it is Google or Facebook or Instagram, wherever you are. If any particular topic you start searching for, automatically you will start getting alerts, you will start getting more information. That's how the systems are configured, I think. And automatically
from heart, if you start looking at it, really desire of looking certain things.
Correct. So automatically in the month of March, I think it was in the first week of March, I think your program, in that sense, it had come basically, which talks about a lifestyle change, and then it talks about managing the condition, and it's not a disease, and then one needs to do a deep dive to understand the root cause and all these things. And it was pretty easy for me to understand, being a science student. Probably for a commerce or a MBA guy or a commerce or from a engineering guy, it would be a bit difficult to grasp it at the very first go. But being a science student, it was very interesting. And then I thought I should start this. And then immediately I connected, I clicked on the link, whatever has been provided, to register for the initial 1-hour program. And then I went through that program, and then pretty clearly the concepts which was spoken was well connected with the root cause of the problem, or root cause of the condition, I would say. And then I felt we should give a try. Having tried the other things, why not? This will have, this seems to be something addressing the root cause. So let us give a try. So that's how I came on board. And then quickly, it didn't take much time for me to take a decision. And then immediately I came on board. It was, I think, on March 10th. And then immediately the very next day, I connected with you. And then whatever has to be, the formalities had to be completed. We could complete it in a day or two. And then I was on board right from March 15th. Because I was traveling on 13th and 14th. I told you also, I remember. I'm traveling, and then I will start the program for March 15th. But before traveling, between 10th and 13th, I completed that onboarding, what you say, the blueprint.
The blueprint.
That is the most important part of it. And then everyone should go through. And the first and foremost thing, what made me to come onto this program is, it is your problem. Your problem, in the sense, it's individual's problem, and then initiative has to come from our side. In the sense, you can't expect somebody to come and solve your problem.
Exactly.
And basically, you need to take the ownership of it. And then you need to give your 100% commitment. Then only you can see the results. Otherwise, many people, I see that they show the interest, they come on board, and then looking at the program, and then many people don't even go through the complete onboarding, the blueprint videos also, because there are a lot of quite valuable information in that. And then if you can, it's very difficult to digest every bit of information there, but the large ones, at least if you apply the top 5 parameters which cause the condition, if you can understand that, and what are all the major reasons to avoid this, if you can grasp and digest it, then almost you are done with it. Then you have to put them into practice. Exactly. So that's where these 2 things. And then as an individual also, whenever I take any task, I give a 100% commitment, and then I focus on it, and then I give 100% of it. And then since it's my problem, I need to find a solution to it. And then your program acts as a guiding tool, acts as a mentor, I would say, hand holding, and then keep guiding us on the right path. And this has helped us a lot. Nice. And then, as I said, I didn't even take a break exactly first day, second day, third day, 11th, I think 10th, 11th, and 12th. These dates, every day I was attending each day's program, and then whatever comments I have to post, And whatever tasks were, minor tasks were given, I had completed that. And then, another thing is during this beginning onboarding process, a lot of emails used to come. And then we need to go through that email. I had gone through every bit of an email, and then very clearly talks about the do's and don'ts during this journey, and various measures like what you say, those bio
10 things, what to do, what 10 things to do. Yeah.
Correct. And especially it talks about those preparations, especially the sort of preparations using aloe vera juice, using cabbage, all these things. And then it's quickly you need to get into this, and then have a head start to the program. That's what I did. I didn't waste much time. And then I prepared those, because all these things are available, and prepared it immediately. And then based on the guidance given in each of the mail, like what all to be avoided, top 5 things to be avoided immediately, I stopped immediately. There is nothing like negotiation there. 100% I stopped all the dairy products, 100% sugar, and 100% brinjal. Then I would say meat. Number 5 is oil. Okay, oil, I would not say I would have stopped it 100%, because you need to adjust to other family members, your lifestyle.
Exactly.
And I brought it down to significantly, almost I would say around 80 to 90% level, whatever. And other aspects, what are the don'ts? So the don'ts are the ones which we need to touch first.
Yeah, but how was it easy to, because it depends on person to person again, how do they take it. But was the process easy to start with? Was it difficult? Would you find it better if something was much there, or would you find it that it is right to get on board for a person, any person, to come on and start with?
So probably one thing, that's what again I said, being a science biological student, it was pretty easy for me to understand that the blueprint concepts.
Okay.
And then relate the things. Probably for people coming from other streams, like a guy with a commerce background, guy with an MBA or engineering background, or a guy who is doing a business. So probably a little bit the one-to-one call, which you are scheduling a little bit later, maybe once they come on board, maybe a little bit unraveling all these concepts in an easier way to them, probably will give them more confidence.
Exactly.
And then will give them more strength for them to come on board easily. So probably that is the time where people looking at this, they don't understand, and probably they may not able to relate. And then once all the emails start coming in, then they find it difficult. And then because of the lifestyle pressures, work pressures, many people don't even go through the emails. We have seen that during our weekly calls, where you have been reminding people to go through it. And these are the, I feel that this is pretty important. This is pretty important, and probably a little bit of hand holding for those people.
But the one-to-one makes a lot of difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I hear.
Yeah, absolutely. Because what happens is this particular condition, many people would not love to discuss with others, and then because of various reasons, social reasons, and people don't discuss with others. So probably in the beginning, once they either you give the blueprint and ask them to go through it, in that during that phase itself, having a one-to-one call, and then making in 1 hour's time, giving them in nutshell some bullet points on these blueprint concepts, and then explaining to them how the journey is going to be. That will make them more comfortable and easy for people to take it forward.
Yeah, that's what has been inculcated now. I do that with when they to bring them on board. I give them a one-to-one call immediately to get onto it.
Correct.
So, and that's easy.
That helps, because one-to-one call plays a very important role, because no two individuals are the same, because they are different, their conditions are different, their lifestyles are different, their food habits are different, and probably their efforts, their commitment levels also will be different. So obviously, the time that is taken to see the results may vary from person to person. Exactly. And this is where it all matters. And then somebody for I think we saw a couple of people also who are purely non-vegetarians. For them to stop non-vegetarian, stop oil, stop all the spices and condiments, it's going to be a big challenge.
Yes.
And to be very frank, because of my lifestyle and the background and the culture from which I come from, it was pretty easy because we don't use much of garlic and not that much of onion also. And oil, almost even in our regular situation, our oil consumption was pretty low when compared to the average. And spices and condiments, we call it as garam masalas. Those things and all, we don't use much at all. Maybe once in a blue moon, when we want to prepare something, we used to do it. So it was pretty easy for me to adapt all these measures. Probably for some, it might be a bit difficult. And then in those cases, probably we need to navigate them. We need to handhold them and tell them.
Exactly. What all more possibilities you see now with getting out of psoriasis and getting in shape? Your mindset has changed. What all changes did you see coming in? Right, it is just about psoriasis, or what all?
No. See, that's what I said. Maybe that was a reason why we came on board. Why I came on board. But going through this 90-day journey, in that sense, it's not right to talk 90-day journey. We need to inculcate good habits and then try to do it as far as possible. Maybe we can reduce the frequency, we can reduce certain activities to a minimal level, but keep continuing because it has a holistic positive impact on the body, basically. And then, as I had mentioned before, and you had also commented based on my appearance, there is a significant reduction in the weight. All your visceral fat, especially which gets accumulated in the chin and other areas, in your hip and all this, they go away drastically. And then that makes you look more agile, more light in weight. You feel that lightness, and then you become more energetic.
Yeah, energy is still the same, right? You don't feel low.
Yeah, obviously. That I think what I would suggest is again, because we are doing the 16-hour fasting, we have dinner at around 7:30, and then again till 10:30, 11 in the morning. At least I would say 15 hours, 10:30 in the morning. You don't eat anything solid. Let it be even a salad or a fruit or anything. You just have morning green tea or a little bit of a juice or coconut water. Probably some might find it bit, even initially for a couple of days, it was a bit difficult for me, but somehow I could manage. I had a little bit of more liquid diet, juice, and I checked upon sugarcane juice also with you because that was peak summer. We get a lot of sugarcane juice, even that you said is okay, 1 glass. So that was, even now I think after 90 days, now my system has got tuned now. 7:30, I have dinner. Morning, I have coconut water and then whatever those biome juices and other 9 steps you had mentioned. Like we need to do those 3 pranayamas and sunbathing, then your routine exercises, then your puja. So all those things, bathing, hot and cold showers, all these things, that takes around, and then your wet towel. So I've been, I think, I don't know, ever since it had come, I had not skipped. I think I skipped it only 1 day. And really that is fantastic. It doesn't take time because you have the wet towel, you put it, and then keep doing your other work. If you want to do something, work with your laptop or do with your physical work, it doesn't stop you. So that 40-45 minutes, in that sense, as I had told, I use that time to attend to all my emails, clear my backlog works, and then it doesn't take any extra time at all. And it has best effects, best effects on the human body.
Effects also, and the results also are looking very
human body. And then overall, basically, it talks about the cleansing of the gut. And then definitely it helps. And then one thing I would like to say is I never had constipation problem before. But many people have this, but I didn't have. My bowel movements are quite regular, and then it's pretty stable. I didn't have much of a problem. But after this, the major impact I could see is my stomach has become very soft. It has become pretty soft, and then and whatever bowel movements once or twice in the morning, I clear off everything. There is nothing like residue is left behind. You don't feel that uneasy feeling. Sometimes earlier I used to have that uneasy feeling. Now it is totally gone in that sense. Once you come out and then have your complete bowel movement, and you are absolutely perfect, and probably that's the way you need to remove the toxins. And then that is one of the way, because it comes through the skin, it comes through the other parts what we exhale. And this is the major route by which you remove the toxins. And this has really helped.
And how do you feel the community which we are trying to build and the call which we go every Thursday, how does that help? Like, does it help psychologically, looking and talking to and looking to other people coming on the
Yeah,
call?
absolutely. Definitely. When you know that there are many people, okay, we see, we Google, we hear all these things, everybody does it. But obviously, when you are interacting, chatting with people, exchange information, and then if some people still have reluctancy in talking in a group, sometimes they call personally also, because I had a couple of people calling me, based
Yes.
on my feedbacks. They called me in person, and then they used to talk to me to find out what are the effects and how it is working. And it definitely motivates them. You give the right perspective, motivates them, and then puts them also in the right path.
Exactly.
So
It
again,
means that, that works. The
everything, see,
community works.
everything, it works. So again, I reiterate to everyone, it's like everything is available on the platter. It's up to us to take. It's like it's available in front of you. So the results largely depends on how you follow all these steps given, how you follow your dietary regime, and how you follow your medication, like whatever tablets and whatever other things have been given, and you follow it regularly. And okay, it's sometimes you may skip because of work pressures, lifestyle, all those things, but that should not be a big excuse. And then it is because you are going to get benefited out of it, and you are going to be free from the problem. And then that will almost help you save a lot of time as well, because in managing that, you spend how much of a time without your knowledge.
Yes.
And then all the time you keep thinking about the problem. And that's
You
where
were never earlier on allopathy, right? Right. You were never.
no, I was never on allopathy. I didn't take anything. Only, yeah, my doctor had suggested a cream. After that, I have never used it.
Never been there. Okay, great. And you now, what is the way you look at allopathy now? This kind of medicines which are there, is it? Now, I don't want to say wrong or right, but what is your look towards those allopathic medicines and the treatment which are there now?
See, allopathy is like it treats the symptoms. There are two things. One is the root cause, basically, which is the causing. This is not a contagious or infectious infection where you have an agent like virus or a bacteria or some parasite. This is purely coming because of some conditions in the gut. Yes. And then number two, what we are seeing on the surface is a symptom. So you are just treating the symptom. You are not attacking the root cause. So what happens is when you are trying to treat the symptoms may appear sometimes, it may go off temporarily, and again it may come. That's what is happening. And then there's nothing wrong, see, because sometimes people having severe problem. So obviously you need to have some quick solution, and then you need to work on it. Yeah, and then that's where the allopathy helps. Certainly, we cannot rule it out as well. But at the same time, people have to work on long-term sustainable measures, like whatever program we have you have envisaged and you have put on board. And this needs to be practiced, and that will, on a long-term basis, will help to eradicate the root cause. And once you are able to eradicate the root cause, and the symptoms will automatically and gradually start coming down, and then it will vanish one day. Even if it reappears also, as you had mentioned, we know exactly what is the root cause and why it appears. Yes. Then what are all the major reasons? Suppose somebody is stopping milk and dairy products. Suppose you start having, again you get a symptom. You know that it is because of this, and then you can stop, it will go off. So you know it's in your hand how you are going to manage.
Yes.
So that's where this helps.
Exactly, we know what to exactly do, how to get out of it also, and what to have, what not to have. See, milk is not, we're not trying to tell that the packaged milk is wrong. A lot of people have been mailing me, say that why are you going against a cow and a cow milk? I said, I never went against a cow milk. I tell people to take cow milk. I tell people to eat cow ghee also. Now, once they are out, you can always go for pure Indian,
desi,
African desi. Yeah, whatever is it, you can please go ahead and have the milk of that. You can have a ghee also of that. But what I'm against is the packet milk. I know it because I have been from that industry. I've done it myself. That's the reason. It is from my experience. What I gave them. It is not that I wanted to stop telling milk. The dairy, which they call, is the dairy industry, the packet milk, right? So that is what I was against it. And that is still against it, because it is not a practice which is supposed to be taken up and do, and that is harmful for our health. So which is harmful, we should know what which is not going to be beneficial for us. Why shouldn't we go for it, right? Let's go for what is beneficial at least, right? That's the way to do also. And of course, and how was the cheat days? Did you have any cheat days onto your?
Yeah, see, once in a week, I kept every Sunday as my cheat day, and then there is nothing wrong in that. And as you said, whenever you want to have that day, whatever I feel, in that sense, whatever interests me, in that sense, having a dosa, having a pani puri, or whatever it is, samosa or jubi hai. In that sense, I used to have it wholeheartedly. There is nothing like with a guilty feeling. Yes. So one should not do that. Obviously, whatever you want, daba ke khane ka. And then from next day onwards, you are back on board. And then once you fall into that cycle, it becomes routine. It's not that after 90 days I have stopped. Even today also, it is the same schedule which is continuing. And I wish to continue the same cycle also as long. In that sense, because you see sustainable results, I would like to
only for people who suffer from psoriasis, any ailment. This could be a right lifestyle, because the kind of lifestyle we are living now, the kind of food we are eating again towards the lifestyle what we are trying to eat is not congruent. It is not matching now. That's the reason we're not telling people, because of the wrong habits what we have got this. If we get the right habits in place as per the lifestyle what we are trying to live, it'll be congruent. Once it comes in line with what we are trying to live and what we are trying to eat, things will fall in place. And that is what we're doing. It is not because we have psoriasis or we got diabetes or anything of that we are trying to eat this.
This will help, because even diabetics is again a condition. Basically, that's also a condition. Exactly. And obviously, I think not only apart from your program, nowadays most of the people are talking of this lifestyle programs, basically, because it's an integrated management. Yes. Basically, you cannot attack a problem or resolve a problem with a single measure. You need to have an integrated measure where you have a host of practices. And then one of the chief thing is our food habits. Food habits and the lifestyle. In that sense, one needs to get into
the medicine anyway. What we are trying to do, the herbal medicine which we are trying to inculcate, we are putting that into place to enhance the process, and that is definitely working on to repairing the things what we are gone wrong, right? So that is not going to be taken lifelong. That is not the purpose of it. It's just to enhance the process, get it corrected. And then the rest of the corrections is in our hands. That is what we are trying to build our own prana shakti, building our own immune system, so that it takes over and keeps our things in place, right? So what are your best 3 takeaways, if I have to ask 3 things? We have got 10 of them, right, in our program to do. But what were your 3 takeaways, if you have to ask you, Vasant?
3 best takeaways is, one is, whether it is psoriasis or any other condition, follow those 9 steps, whatever you have given very clearly. So in the morning, maybe whichever order suits people, you should follow. That's a very important thing that puts you into a discipline. Yes. That's what I feel. Now life is more structured in that sense. Okay, the COVID situation is also helping, because we are all at home. Yeah. And probably the entire thing takes around 2 hours for me when I get up, and then by the time I'm ready for my work, it takes 2 hours. And then to complete all this. So tomorrow also, what happens is, once office opens and other things, I know this is what the time I require. And then accordingly, you can back work, adjust, and you can back work. Morning, evening, you can split, you can work it out. So obviously that 9 measures or 9 steps. Okay, certain things I was doing before also. It's not that the puja every day I was doing, stretch exercises I was doing. Maybe I added this wet towel, I added this pranayamas. Exactly. So all these things I added up. So definitely, irrespective of the problem for an individual, this 9 to 10 steps, whatever you have given, that is very, very essential. That's one of the best takeaways. And then one should continue with it, even whether you are healthy or you are working towards your good health. You should do it.
And you can still have a moderate life. You can still have
put you in a proper discipline.
Whatever you want as per your wish, and you know what to have to come back also.
Correct. Absolutely. That is one of the most important things.
What could it be?
Second one is, as I again and again say, the second important takeaway from this entire program, which will also help others, is be focused and committed, because it's your problem. And then if you want a solution, to this problem, understand the problem first. And number two is focus on the right things and be committed to it. Don't expect somebody to keep reminding and then keep chasing you for doing certain steps. This is not something a training program where you get reminders from your HR team and then you have been asked to complete it. It's more of a task completion. Here, it's not like that. It's like a everlasting sustainable results you are going to see. And then, so that's why stay focused and then be committed and then focus on the right things. What has to be done, what should not be done. If you are clear with that, you can always be helpful. And then third takeaway is pretty clear is the mindset. So obviously have a very, very positive mindset. You have been emphasizing on this. We need to have a positive mindset saying that I'm going to be free from this one day. It's question of time. It's for some it may be 3 months, for some it may be 6, for some maybe 9, it may be a year. But definitely a sustained effort will definitely give. For that, we need to have a very positive frame of mind, and then we need to believe in what we are doing.
Yeah, and the community helps in that. How do I help in building the mindset? Is it do I build that somewhere?
Yeah, obviously during the con calls, or when you are in a community, people call you, or even you share your developments. That gives a positive feedback to people also. Array, somebody is doing it, they have seen the results, so probably I will also see it. See, as I said, each individual is different, but it may take time. Only it's a question of time dimension, which is going to differ from person to person. If there is a proper effort, if there is a focus, you are going to see the result. Result will come one day, but you need to have that effort, and then it should be a sustained effort. You need to keep putting that effort continuously, and you should not stop it.
Very nice, very nice. So how does the freedom look like to you now?
Yeah, I feel very happy nowadays in that sense. Overall, health situation is much better. I do a lot of, apart from that, I do a lot of physical work also. It's not that only morning stretch exercises I do. I assist my wife also in the household works, in cleaning, cleaning, and other things. So I do a lot of physical work that also helps me to sweat out a lot. So that keeps me active. And then with the overall learning from this program, I would like to carry forward. It's not that it's a 90-day. The journey should continue for as long as you are on this earth. It should continue in one form or the other. Maybe the intensity can come down with the age, but you should keep doing whatever best suits you and keep doing according to the age, so that you are always fit.
Yeah, just that, people should not feel overwhelmed that, we have to stop everything in the world, right? And have to, it is not stopping everything, it is stopping at the right time and doing it at the right time. So you can have anything except the things which we are not told to do it. But on you have a cheat day, you got the medicine also, which is supporting you, and the medicines are now going to be for long, which is what we don't want, and we don't support that to go for medicines forever long also. So what you have to do is to control by yourself, get your immune system right, and that's what is the key of all doing things, right? That's nice. Good to hear, Vasant, and this will help a lot of people, to come and look forward to their freedom. That is going to help a lot of people. And as I get from my Guruji also says, learn, do, and teach. Learn, do, and teach. So now that's what I am all too into, and I urge you also as whatever possible contributions what you're doing presently. This is also a contribution which you're doing, right, towards the community. And from your part, if you can look forward for people whom you can help. I know you are into that of a mindset also to do that. Let's see how we can come together and build this community and start helping a lot of people each other, right? And thanks for that. Thanks for this interview. And I wish you all the best. We still look forward to meet each other on every Thursday and be connected like this, right?
Sure. Definitely, we should help people, especially overcome this condition, and then give them a better perspective of life, because there are many things to do. So obviously, once you get into the right perspective,
like a full lot of why which are there, WHY which have been stuck.
Correct.
Once you get that, and then everything is free to earn. The freedom is that to do whatever wherever you want to do, right? Great. Good. Thank you, Vasant. Right.
Thank you, Anand. Thanks for this opportunity, and happy to be associated with you. And then looking forward to a long journey. Okay. So which mutually benefits. Thank you.
Thank you. That's nice.